You have Finn Balor versus Damian Priest 1-on-1. You also have, the hosts of Bianca Belair, Jade, and Naomi. Nia Jax versus Bayley for the WWE Women's Championship. And of course, the main event of Cody and Roman teaming up for the first time ever versus the Bloodline team of Solo and Jacob Fatu. So that's the match card. Let's go over the first match on the card for the night. Like I said, opened up with the Hell in a Cell match, Drew McIntyre and CM Punk. These two have been going on feuding all year, and this is the match that everybody wanted to see. This is a highly anticipated feud. We know these two have been feuding since the Royal Rumble, ever since CM Punk, injured his tricep due to Drew McIntyre doing that. And of course, they had two matches, one at SummerSlam, where Drew won with special guest referee Seth freaking Rollins. Then the second match at Bash in Berlin last month, or a little over a month ago, with CM Punk won in the strap match. This is the final encounter. Hell in a Cell finished a lot of feuds. Once that's over, that's it. And this was a good match. CM Punk bled early. Drew McIntyre had a lot of offense. They used the outside. Drew introduced steel steps, toolbox. He did some claymores outside the ring. I thought that was cool. He threw CM Punk to the cage. That was good. Also, CM Punk came back. He did a GTS. Drew fell out the ring. And then they both was countering each other's moves. CM Punk did the sharpshooter. At one point, he also did the Anaconda Vice on Drew. Then he made Drew bleed, as you can see there. Also, I like how one move where Drew tried to do the Claymore, CM Punk just took a few steps back to counter it. Another good part of the match when Drew took a bag of beads, symbolizing a bracelet, put it on, poured all over CM Punk, and then CM Punk, he on the steel steps, he put Drew on the steel steps, he put it in all the beads in Drew's mouth, hit a GTS, and then next thing you know, our winner for the first match, the Hell in a Cell match between Drew and CM Punk. CM Punk is the winner of that match. After the match, CM Punk was, kayfabe. He passed out in the aisles. He had to be helped up, had the oxygen tank. Said, "Call my wife." He barely could stand. Played it real well. This was a perfect storybook telling of Punk and Drew. Definitely an instant classic that they put on. One of the best Hell in a Cell matches. I like how they highlight that Drew McIntyre was, you know, he's been in two other Hell in a Cell matches. He's never won the match. Last one was against Randy Orton back in 2020. And I think CM Punk he's 2-2, but he definitely he's been a few Hell in a Cell. But I had CM Punk win this match from the beginning. I didn't think it made sense for Drew to win. CM Punk would make sense to be the winner, win this feud, close it out. As we know, at the end of Bash in Berlin, when CM Punk did defeat Drew, CM Punk stated that he wanted to go out for the World Heavyweight Championship that's currently held by the in-ring general known as Gunther. But congratulations, CM Punk. Great match. I gotta give it a super chant, and that's what I'm gonna do for this match.
Yeet, delete, yes, we believe in Joe Hendry. Suck it. Woo! What? Yeah.
So this was a great match between both men. They put on a great cinematic match. It was pure cinema. Couldn't went any better, a great match between Punk and Drew McIntyre. I love how these guys tell a story inside the ring. But that was the first match of the night. We're going to continue on and get to the next match of the night. Next match was Nia Jax defending the WWE Women's Championship against Bayley. Now, this was kind of botchy at some points. I noticed that Bayley was struggling to pick up Nia Jax, and I know one point on top rope, Nia Jax was trying to do her Karana on Bayley, and Bayley went and did the flip, whatever, but she really didn't do it. It was almost her Karana. I know Bayley tried to get her for a Samoan drop. She was struggling to pick up Nia. So be due to Nia's size. I know Bayley lifts weights, everything, but it's a struggle. Other than that, it was an okay match. It wasn't bad at all. There was a few botch spots there, and it was due to lifting Nia. But they showed the tease of the women's division of the Money Bank contract by Tiffany Stratton. Everyone was saying that Tiffany was going to cash in. I thought so too, but with the more I saw them teasing it on SmackDown, I said, you know what? Tiffany's not going to cash in because it would be too obvious and too predictable. So they're not going to do that. But I will say that at some point she will do it. I would say if Tiffany Stratton is going to cash in Money in the Bank on Nia or whatever champion she does, she will do it after the holidays because that's a very popular, unique briefcase she has, the pink lemonade briefcase, I call it. And I would say they need to sell during the holidays for Christmas. I'm pretty sure little girls out there who are fans of Tiffany Stratton will like to get that briefcase, and they can't do that if she cashed it in right now to become the WWE Women's Champion or World Champion, for that matter. So it was a good tease, and it definitely showed that when she did try to attempt to cash on Nia, Nia is really getting frustrated with her. Nia did retain the championship, defeated Bayley as I said she would. She left the ring very upset. She's not pleased with Tiffany. She gave Tiffany that warning. If anything bad happens to me, it's gonna be a lot much worse for you. She had a hand on Tiffany's neck backstage on SmackDown. But other than that, despite all of that, Nia Jax put it down due to distraction from Tiffany. She threw the briefcase at Bayley. At Bayley was at the top rope. Bayley threw it back at her, and Nia called her. She did her move on top rope, and that was it. The winner is still WWE Women's Champion. Nia Jax is still the champion, and I did not see why Bayley would win, but I knew that was not going to happen. Other than that, as far as Tiffany, the contract, they really need to do something with that. Do that maybe get it a year. So we'll see what happens. But like I said, the match it was not bad. It just had a couple botch spots, and I think it's due to Nia's size. That's my opinion on that whole situation. I don't think that I mean, I still can move in range, still got much better. They brought the best of each other. Like I said, very good, solid match. Just a couple box spots, but it was better than some matches that I will get into right now. But congratulations to Nia Jax for retaining the WWE Women's Championship. Let's move on to the next match. We will go on to Damian Priest and Finn Balor. And we know these two had a beef, sort of settled. It started off when Finn Balor said to Damian Priest in Judgment Day, well, when Damian was in Judgment Day, that when he became world champion, he started barking orders to Finn. Finn said, Judgment Day is no leaders; they're all independent. And Finn he mentioned too that in Money in the Bank last year, he had a match against Seth Rollins. He said he would have won. It went for Damian Priest. When Damon threw the briefcase in there, and Seth Rollins had cursed up on top of Finn's face on the briefcase. And I knew that this story was going to go somewhere later. But other than that, this match here, it was okay. Just I'm not cool with this whole interference with the Judgment Day. I mean, every time Damon gets his hands on Finn, I mean, we got to have interference. It was okay match though. And yes, as I predicted, Damian Priest did win the match. So Damian Priest defeated Finn Balor. But other than that, though, that was the end of that match. Let's get on to the next match on the card, shall we? We got what, 3 matches in? 2 more to mention. We have Rhea Ripley versus Liv Morgan, one-on-one match for the WWE Women's World Championship. So we have that match. Um, This match here, I would say it was not one of my favorite matches. I was not big on this match at all. I think Rhea and Liv don't have much. They don't have no room for creativity. I think they've done everything they could do in the storyline between Liv and Rhea. Um, at this point, I don't think there's more they can do. There's no story there. I will say this: I know they had a stipulation of Dominic Mysterio in the Shark Tank, so I know that was a good story. But other than that, I mean, I just don't see it. Um, I did say this too. I said that Raquel Rodriguez would show up. I said she would interfere in the match. I said that she would attack Rhea and she would side with Liv Morgan due to their history of them being women's tag team champions together. I just did a video about who would return, and Raquel Rodriguez was on that list. I said that, and she did exactly what she did. As Rhea was playing pinata with Dom on the when he fell from Shark Cage, she grabbed a kendo stick, kept hitting him. That's when Raquel Rodriguez came in. It's funny, Triple H at the press conference called her Raquel Gonzalez, which is her real last name. I don't know if they changed her name to Gonzalez or she's still Rodriguez. We'll see on Raw. I just want to notate that. But um, other than that, this match was not one of my favorites. Like I said, Liv and Rhea is nothing much more they could do. That's why they add stipulation. I get it. I just don't see no room where they could go. I think they reached their ceiling. And but the saving grace was Raquel Rodriguez showing up. And since it was a saving grace, as I predicted, Liv Morgan is still the women's world champion. So I don't know. They may have one more match together. It ended in DQ. Now, don't get me wrong. Liv Morgan did not pin or submit or tapped out Rhea Ripley because Raquel Rodriguez interfered and ended in DQ. But we know in a title match with disqualification or count out, the championship stays with the champion. So Rhea Ripley was not pinned or submitted, but Liv Morgan, I said, will walk out champion. I said it might be a DQ or something like that. It may be an interference. I said that regardless. Brilliant Skillet said you was spot on all your predictions, third rate, corporate president. Oh, appreciate that, man. That deserves a yeet right there.
Yeet.
See what other comments you got in here. Noah, salute to you. You said my predictions was Drew wins, Bayley wins, Roman Cody win, Rhea wins. Okay. You got no prediction for Finn and Damian? I don't see that match on here. But maybe you don't care for that match. Who knows? Liv is trash. We'll get to that. We'll get to that later on. Now Rachel and Liv. Oh, Raquel. Now Raquel and Liv with you. Dom is the man. I swear he'll end up with Raquel too. I would say so. But yeah, that is the end of Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan. Now let's get on to the main event, guys. Main event, we know we had Cody and Roman versus the Bloodline. And let's see how it goes. Now, I said with this match here, I said Cody and Roman was going to not be on the same page. It seemed like they've been on the same page the whole time. I said that. That match went almost pretty much how I said it would go. I said that Solo and Jake would get a big advantage in the early beginning. I said there would be some good hot tags by Cody and Roman. I said all of this. I mean, it's like I felt like I was in a WWE conference room when they talked about this booking, but it went exactly how I thought it would go. As stated, during the match, Cody and Roman, they worked very cohesively. I know there was one hot tag. Cody tried to get to Roman. Jacob pulled him out. But I know one good match that Cody, he got his clap back on the Bloodline. He did do that splash outside the ring on Jacob Fatu, if you guys remember that.
Cody Rhodes looking to repeat it. A salute to Reigns. Splash through.
So that was a good part. But other than that, when we start getting to the nitty gritty in the match, we saw Bloodline talking to Solo, and Solo recognized Solo in a hoodie, and it turned out to be Jimmy Uso. As I said, he will return. I said Jimmy Uso was going to return back, and he did. He caused distractions to Solo Sikoa, and then Roman Reigns was allowed to do the spear on Solo, get the pinfall, and win the match. And of course, we got that. Roman and Cody are the winners, as I predicted. I said these two were going to win the match for their team. I said that was going to happen. I said that they was going to pull it through and they was going to get the pinfall, and that's exactly what happened between these two. So salute to them. Salute to them straight up. So I'm glad for that. Definitely glad that went down. Don't have a problem with that at all. Not an issue. Now, think about it is, guys. I also said another thing that was going to happen. I said as well that not only Jimmy, it's literally everybody I said was going to return tonight did exactly just that. But other, I said Raquel, I said Jimmy Uso. Well, of course, the biggest guy, and Cody teased it. I wish Cody didn't do that. He said on Pat McAfee show the big guy. And yes, you guessed it, The Rock is back, the final boss. He came and did a stare down at Roman. This after Roman and Jimmy went to help Cody after he was being attacked by Bloodline after the match. Roman was hesitant on doing it, but he did pull through. And Jimmy said, hey, did make that promise to Cody you would look after him. Roman says one time. But Rock came out there, stared down, and it closed out the show. And it definitely was electrifying, as The Rock would say. The most electrifying move in all entertainment today. You know how Rock do. You guys know how Rock do. But other than that, though, guys, close out the show. Yep, Triangle. Yeah, definitely. And yeah, so Rock closed out the show. That was it. And that was all for Bad Blood. Now let's go over what is the review for Bad Blood. What's the review for that? I would say this was an average show to me, guys. I'll be honest, 3.5 out of 5. One, it was predictable, not just a little bit, a lot. Two, I get into it's actually part of what went wrong. Some matches were not up to par. Some of the matches I just was not a fan of. But other than that, and some stuff, in certain segments, I could say too, I was not a fan of. So that's just my opinion on that. You guys check out, Bad Blood on Peacock. You let me know what you think of it. But I don't know, guys. It was booked well. I will say this. Now I see why that CM Punk and Drew was booked first to open Bad Blood. It started off very good. You had the Punk and Drew match. They put on a clinic, as Triple H said in a press conference. And Bayley and Nia was not bad either. It's like when it got down to Liv and Rhea, and then Finn and Damian was not really feeling either. And the tag team match main event was good. Some stuff was real cheesy, but that's my review, 3.5 out of 5.